Hi, in this video, I want to talk about some of the crystals that I use for anxiety, stress removal, nervousness, and some types of fear that, if left unchecked, can lead to conditions like depression and major heaviness that we just don't want to deal with. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my favorite crystals for releasing anxiety and the best way that I have found that works for me for using these particular crystals. This is just my own personal experience, and I would really like to know how you utilize your crystals for maximum effect, especially the ones that you use for anxiety removal. And by the way, if your anxiety removal crystal is not on my list, please leave a comment below with the type of crystal that you use for anxiety removal, for stress, or whatever, so that anyone else who's coming on the channel and reading through the comments can find assistance, and also so that they can have a lot of crystals to choose from. We are all sharing, we're all bringing everything we know together to help everyone else who is on this beautiful journey. So share away, okay? So let me just tell you something real quick. Sometime last year in November, I started getting these panic attacks and these anxiety attacks. And the energy, I could feel the energy of these anxiety attacks hitting me on my back. I was really shocked because I hadn't really had these kinds of anxiety attacks in a long time. I was feeling nervous and I was so stressed out and I was getting so tense. I was taking in a lot of information about things that were going on in the outside world, and it was taking such a huge toll on me. So I was like so tense, so anxious. My heart started palpitating more. My back started hurting because I'm one of those people who really takes stress on my back. Like when something hits me and I'm so stressed out, it usually goes to my back. You know, the chakras in the back were really not happy with me. I was totally like getting way too nervous for my state of being, getting totally out of alignment. And thank goodness, that month of November, I was scheduled to go for a retreat in Sedona, Arizona, in which there were wonderful healers who really helped me really align my energy. So in a way, I was really blessed to have gone for that spiritual retreat because they saved my life, so to speak, and my energy. So when I got back home, all I had to do was to do some maintenance. And that's when I started working really rigorously with these crystals that I consider to be my favorite anxiety removal crystals. I mean, they really did help to tide me over. And now I'm just like tip-top shape, okay? So the first crystal that I really recommend for anxiety removal are lithium-based crystals. Lepidolite. Lepidolite is an awesome anxiety and stress removal crystal. It really helps to calm you down because it is a lithium-based crystal. Any lithium-based crystal like lepidolite, pink kunzite, or lithium quartz is a great crystal to work with for anxiety or stress or nervousness removal situations. Okay, so lepidolite is a mica stone. It usually looks like this in tumbled form, pink, rose red, or purple color, or it is a layered one like this one, which is really good for removing emotional layers. And the darker shades of lepidolite, if you find one that's deep pink or deep purple or deep rose red, it has more lithium content. And if you find one that has a lighter shade of pink or purple, it contains more aluminum than lithium. So the darker ones have more lithium in it. And so those are maybe the ones that I would recommend that you use. Lepidolite is great for emotional issues, and I know that there are so many people who are on lithium-based medications for such purposes. When you have these long-standing chronic issues or chronic emotional issues, some people use lithium as part of their healing regimen. So my first recommended crystal for anxiety and stress and nervousness removal is lepidolite. Another crystal that I work with for these same purposes of anxiety removal and stress removal and nervousness removal is lithium quartz. This is a very beautiful crystal. It has like shades of purple on it. It's not really clear on this camera, but it has shades of purple on it. And just by the name itself, lithium quartz, I mean, how can you go wrong? So this is another crystal that I use to remove anxiety and stress and nervousness that I don't need in my energetic field. The third crystal that I use is pink tourmaline. Pink tourmaline is one of those crystals that I have found for myself to be really good for really calming down the emotions. This is a raw piece of pink tourmaline, and I'm going to show you in one quick minute what I do and the best way that I have found to use these crystals in a way that really gets them into my energetic field quickly and help me resolve issues in my life. This is my preferred way. There are many ways that we can work with crystals to introduce the energy in our field, but I'm going to share with you what I do in a short second. Okay, this is what I usually do. I usually make a crystal elixir with pink tourmaline and lepidolite. I leave it overnight for about 8 to 12 hours, and then I drink it because water is emotions, and these crystals in here are working on removing the emotions that are causing anxiety and the emotions that are causing stress and nervousness in my life. And this is the reason why this crystal elixir is being made. So by the time I drink this water, it goes right into my cells and interacts with my energy field in a way that really makes me feel good. This is my preferred way of working with these crystals to remove anxiety from my body. The crystal elixir. I highly recommend it. It's easy. I mean, I could do other things. I could hold the crystals in my hand. I could wear them as jewelry, but I have found that I become really calm. I feel so good just drinking this crystal water that I have prepared specifically for this purpose. And I have found that in the period of time that I made the crystal elixirs to help me really stay within my energy space of peace, I found that it was very beneficial for me. And after a while, I was able to transcend the feelings of nervousness and anxiety that I had introduced into my energy field. You know, we create our own realities. Another thing that I want to say as a bonus is that I found that making a crystal elixir with black tourmaline and snowflake obsidian is also a very powerful way of working to remove energies of anxiety and stress and nervousness. We really don't have time for some of these things to be occurring in our lives or for us to be experiencing these kinds of things. But when they do occur, at least it helps to know that there are ways that we can quickly help to remove some of these things from our lives, or at least to contain these things or to resolve these things by using certain crystals, like my favorite lepidolite, kunzite, lithium quartz, or even black tourmaline and snowflake obsidian. So if you're working with crystals for these purposes, please leave your comment below. Let me know how you're working with them and what's your favorite way of applying them. I know it's easy to get a pendant and everything else. If that's your favorite way, please leave it in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do subscribe. Stay in peace, guys. Let's be at peace and let's transcend all. I love you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.